It's Corrina, your virtual health coach. A lot of us know that it's important to filter the water we drink, but what about the water that we shower and bathe in? In this video, I'm going to be talking about why you might consider using a shower filter to help reduce your exposure to contaminants like chlorine and lead. Most of us don't realize that we actually absorb a huge amount of water while we're in the shower. And because we're in this hot, steamy shower, we're also inhaling a lot of vapor as well. A recent study by the American Journal of Public Health found that 2/3 of our exposure to chlorine actually comes while we're in the shower. So the absorption of water through our skin, but also inhalation of steam while we're showering. Because most of these contaminants in the water actually vaporize, they become even more concentrated in that steam, up to 50 times the concentration of contaminants that you would find in just a glass of tap water that you might be drinking. Adding insult to injury, chlorine can also react with other components in the water to create trihalomethanes, or THMs, and other carcinogenic chemicals. So not only is the chlorine a problem, but understand that chlorine reacts with other chemicals to make even more harmful chemicals. Exposure to chlorine on the skin can cause itchiness and rashes, and inhaling chlorine can actually have a similar effect inside of our lungs and throat. So interestingly, asthma is linked with chlorine exposure. So if you're someone who suffers from asthma or other respiratory issues, it's definitely worth considering the amount of chlorine that you're inhaling when you shower. It's also worth noting that chlorine, because it is being inhaled or absorbed through the skin, it doesn't go through our digestive tract. It doesn't get filtered out by the kidneys. And in this way, chlorine is entering straight into the bloodstream when we have this exposure from the shower. Chlorine is known to have very negative systemic effects or effects inside the body. Chlorine is a pesticide, right? It's known to be very harmful. And the whole reason it's added to the water is to help keep the water clear of hazardous contaminants and other living creatures you don't want in the water. But once we ingest the chlorine, if we're not filtering it out of our water, then chlorine has very negative effects on the good bacteria of our gut. Now, the good bacteria in our gut is one of my favorite topics. If you watch my probiotics video, you can learn more. But essentially, we have all of this good bacteria in the digestive tract that helps us digest our food. It also helps with our immune system, and it's also really important for helping to keep our hormones balanced. Because interestingly, a lot of our hormones are actually made in the digestive tract. So when we're thinking about the reasons why we want to avoid chlorine, we can think about asthma. We can think about trying to preserve the health of our digestive system and keeping those good, healthy bacteria intact. We can also consider the different skin irritation that can result from chlorine and just the general fact that chlorine is a pesticide and it does kill and destroy our cells. So let's look at a couple of shower filters. So these are both made by Clearly Pure. Now this first one is a little bit lower price, this plastic exterior one, but it's going to remove 80 to 90% of the chlorine from your shower water. It also removes other dissolved solids like lead. So this is going to be a very, very effective filter. This particular one is also water efficient as classified by the EPA. So this is an excellent way to make sure that you're conserving water and filtering your water. The design of this shower head is actually made so that it still delivers a really good water pressure. So that's something nice. Sometimes with the water efficient shower heads out there, you don't get the water pressure, but this one still delivers a really excellent water pressure. Now this one is slightly more expensive, and you can kind of see why. It's a lot more chic, and it has that solid stainless steel exterior rather than being partially plastic like this other one. But this is also going to be a very, very effective shower head, removing 80 to 90% of the contaminants. And this one's really nice, kind of gives you the rainfall shower effect. So I've been using a shower filter in my house for quite a long time now. I actually get these kind of like itchy red bumps on my back if I don't have a shower filter on. But since I've been using the chlorine shower filters, it's been actually really helping, and I don't get the little itchy red spots. They do go away pretty quickly after I shower, but it's been really nice not having to deal with that. That's just one example of how chlorine and other contaminants in our shower water can literally cause allergic reactions on our skin. And then considering that it's not just coming into contact with our skin, it's actually entering our bloodstream both through the skin and through inhalation. All of those things together I just found were really so shocking that I really wanted to do a video about them and show you these shower filters. I know that there are a lot of different things to consider when we're trying to get healthy, we're trying to improve our home and make a safe place for our home. But this is really something that is so, so important, especially if you're somebody who takes long showers. Understand that you're exposing yourself to a whole lot of contaminants, and simply using a shower filter is going to go a long way in helping to reduce your chemical exposure. Also, for babies, or I guess for mothers who have young children and babies, consider that they are even more susceptible to these contaminants. And because their body is so much smaller, even a small amount of exposure is going to be especially harmful. So you'll also find online there are various bath filters that can be used underneath the faucet to filter the water as it goes into the bath. But certainly something that I would say is important for anyone bathing their kids, or if you have kids who are showering, to use a shower filter or bath filter for them. So I just want to show you how this filter works. So this one's really cool, the clear plastic, because you can actually see. So there is an ion box, a filter sponge, and these little calcium sulfite stones. And then we can actually open this up. So the filter in this shower head is going to last about 8 to 10 months, is what it says. So there is the little filter there that you would replace. Again, 8 to 10 months is their little kind of guideline recommendation. I'm not doing a very good job here. There we go. And it also has this little switch. So you can select different types of flow for the stream if you want it to be more guided or more strong. And then on this one's actually really cool because you can really, when we open it up, you're actually going to really be able to see those different filtering components. So here it is on the outside. And then when you're ready to replace the filter, you just unscrew it. All right, and then there we have the little sponge. And then here is the filter with those calcium sulfite stones. So you can actually see how this works. And again, you would just replace that filter as needed. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like to learn more about me and my health coaching practice, you can visit me online at CorrinaRachel.com. If you'd like to learn more about my sponsor, Clearly Pure Showers, you can check out the link in the description below. I hope that you'll subscribe to Psychetruth so you can join us in the future. We are constantly producing videos to help you take control of your health and your happiness. So thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you again in the next video.